Okay, this is Summer League 2020 at Norman, playing Blessings by Design. First hitter grounds out to Joe at shortstop, which is a new defensive alignment that we are trying out, with me starting at third base for the first time all season. Second batter walks with Jim hitting the umpire right in the face. Then we have a drive out to the gap. Left fielder gets it in quick, but the guy was going to be safe no matter what. So that's right. Probably should have went to second base. Keep the double play in order. Next batter grounds it to Joe again. This is one of the teams that Joe plays with quite a bit, so they were giving him a pretty hard time all game. There is a drive to right center field. Gets them their second run in the first inning. And that's Blake at second base. He bobbles it a little bit. I think it might have hit him in the leg. That happens. He hasn't played second base too much this season, but he gets another shot right after that. Plays it perfect with the stretch from Joe to get the third out of the inning. And leading off, we have Mr. Josh Holder. And he rolls over the top of one to third base. Almost beats it out, but just a step too slow. And then I barely touch the ball, but get it all the way back to the pitcher, who also easily throws me out, almost hits me in the head. And then Jim Ryan looks pretty good on video, but it actually didn't go that far. It was a pretty easy catch. So our top three hitters go 3 up, 3 down. Always a good way to start the game. And Joe makes his first error of the game. I will say that ball was scolded, though. That's a very hard play to make. His ground on this infield is very hard. Then a little blooper that happens to fall in, but we hold the runners at first and second. Oh, no, we don't. Almost get him. And then I make an error. Bad throw. Throw it away. Letting a runner score. And the other guy getting to third base. So now it is 3-0. Good scoop there by Ryan. Oh, what a pick by the third baseman. And what a pick by the first baseman. Another little blooper to left field. And that is Duck Marshall, my brother, calling him off for the out. And then another little blooper right into the Bermuda Triangle, or quadrangle, if you will, between four fielders. I feel like if we had our old shortstop there, I definitely would have caught it. Get a little bit more range on fly balls. Anyways, the next batter to line's out for the third out. So down 4-0 going to the bottom of the second. Starting off with our big hitter. And he just reaches out and pokes one to right field. And they only had 3 outfielders, so they didn't really have a right fielder. So he's running for days. He's slowing down at third base. Oh, they dropped the ball. He takes off for home. He wanted an inside the park home run for this one. But if he wouldn't have slowed down at third base, I would have given it to him. But because he didn't go until after the guy dropped it, had to not give it to him. Then Joe comes up wanting to go hit it over the freaking water tower because he's playing one of his teams. And he pops it up for the first out. Oh, nice little pick by the shortstop to get Blake. And then we have Patrick come up, and he says, catch this. And no one will. I don't think we ever found that ball. It's pretty thick back there. And here's Bob Gray. Hits a pretty good one. The rover on the infield just makes a pretty awesome play. Honestly, those hops like that on the dive are pretty hard. Another shot to Joe, and he probably would tell you he should have had that one. I don't remember specifically. I don't think that one was hit quite as hard. It just got under his glove a little bit. But he gets another opportunity right away. Nice little flip. And look at that turn and the stretch for the double play. Pretty awesome turn there. Probably the best one we've had all season. And then we walk the second hole again. That's his second walk of the game. And then here's another one of those little pop-ups. And the shortstop learned his lesson and got out there and caught that one. Good catch, Joe. That's a tough play. Here's Duck Marshall. Nice hit. Nice leadoff. Down by 2 runs right now. Nice to get the leadoff guy on. Ryan, who's been struggling a little bit, actually hits the ball pretty good there, just right at the guy. And gets the double play. Well, it was going to be a double play, but the first baseman dropped it, thankfully enough. Here we got Sean Lindsley. He pokes one out there. I thought this one might fall at first, but it just hung up a little too long for the second out. Then we have our leadoff, Josh, up again. Nice little poke right up the middle. He's leading the team in batting average right now. Well, actually on base percentage. I don't do a batting average. But that's why he's batting leadoff. And then the 2-hole comes up, and I just poke one out there to right field myself. Scoring Ryan in the process to cut the lead to 1-1. We got Jim coming up trying to help himself out. And he hits a little flare to left field. Not far enough. That's all right. 4-3 going to the top of the 4th. First batter looks like he gets into it pretty good. Looks like Patrick calls for it. Doesn't look very close to the fence. I think it's probably about 10 feet short. Pretty easy play for Patrick, which we all know. He can make entertaining at times. Little opposite field hit. Josh had to charge it to keep him at first place. Does a really good job. Throws back behind him. So we got one down. Little roller to short. Nice backhand play. Goes the hard way, and Condensed saves his butt with a nice pick at first. Then he hits it right at the pitcher. It's not very nice. Jim tells him it's okay, but it's not. I'm just kidding. The guy wasn't trying to do it. But Jim doesn't have to be so apologetic. There we go again. So they scored a run on that play. Nice little hit up the middle. Sean Lindsay, that's our right center fielder. He gets it in and makes a bad throw that Joe misses, and then I miss. And then I go to get it. The umpire here, who wasn't even looking at the play, calls the guy out and then decides, oh wait, there was obstruction, and calls him safe. But you can tell from the video that Jim, if anything, brushed his hand on him. It wasn't interference. But anyways, the next guy gets out, so limits the damage to only 2 runs that inning. And now we're down 6-3 with one of our best hitters all season, Connor. Rips one in the gap, gets a double. So now it's a double and a triple on the day. Oh, not on the day. This is our second game, actually. But in this game. And then Joe does what he wants to and hits it over the lights on this one. I think he actually found this ball. He went back there with his trusted poodle and tracked it down. Here's Blake ripping one down the line. Probably should have had 2 on that one. A little slow out of the box there, Blake. And then we have Patrick up, who had already went deep once. But we can only hit 2 home runs at one in per game. And I think Patrick was trying to swing a little soft there, and he just kind of popped it up. Here's Bob, who has 0 career home runs, so he doesn't really have to worry about that. Still swings for the fence, though. Pops it right up to the rover. And Blake, little lackadaisical here. Very, very close play. I think it was a tie. I kind of watched it in slow motion before. But he was called out, so double play. So down 6-5. Their leadoff guy gets on. Pretty good little rip. Duck with him and Patrick have our best arms in the outfield. It's pretty hard to get to second base on just a single on those guys. Put a little pop up here. Jim makes a running jump catch. So now we have one down. Nice opposite field hit. Josh charges again, though. Pretty good job. Been able to keep that guy at second base. That's key to give us. But ends up not being entered because this hitter hits right down the line. Just perfect shot. And he's pretty freaking fast. So they score there. That makes it 7-5. Condensed makes a great throw, though, to get him in a pickle. And we do a pretty good pickle, but this dude jukes me out. I really thought he was going all the way, and when I threw it, I was in the way on his way back. So obstruction on me. So twice in one game, we get obstruction called on us. So he's safe back at third base. Luckily, we have 2 outs, though. So the next batter, right to Joe. Great play. No problem. Now 6-5. Duck, another leadoff hit. It's weird we've had 2 of the same leadoff hitters, Condensed and Duck, in 2 different innings. But another solid. Duck's been struggling a little bit this season, so it's good to get him a couple good hits. Ryan back to the rover. Duck tried to run some interference there on the throw. Almost got hit in the head. But they make the play. Sean, nice little poke right out to right center field. Duck had to wait on it to make sure it got through. So he only got to third base. But great base running by Sean. Gets him to second base. I called that an error in the score sheet. You know, the pitcher tipped it, but the rover still should have fielded it cleanly and had a chance at Josh. But, pass ball on the catcher, and Sean steals home. While Josh was smart to go ahead and get to second, too, on that play. I'd take a walk for the big bopper to come up. And he hits it in the same place for the 3rd time in the game over that left field line. Fortunately, they caught it all 3 times. Then Condensed up, another pass ball. Moves our runners up to second and third. Condensed, who holds the records for RBIs in a season for our team, is about the best player you want up there with guys in scoring position, and he delivers. Great hit. He couldn't go for the home run because of we already hit our 2. So he just poked it the other way, scored 2 runs, got himself another double. 3 extra base hits in one game. Joe comes up, does the same thing. Knows we don't have any home runs, goes the other way. Great base running by Josh, scoring from second base. Up next, Blake tries the down the line again. And he gets it. He gets it down the line. Two in a row down the line. Gets runners to second and third on the throw. Patrick hits that one pretty hard, just on the line, on the ground, right to the shortstop. But good inning overall. We take the lead 11-6. Starts off walking the 2-hole again. That's the 2-hole's third walk of the game. I think he was the only one to walk on their team. He walked 3 times. Taylor made double play ball, but I think got caught in Joe's glove a little bit. Here's another double play ball. Can we turn this one? Oh, that was a tough one. That guy's fast. Almost had him, though. Fly ball out to left center field. Doug dives for it. He just missed it. It was good effort, though. Good effort. He almost had it. The lefty up to Josh. I think he goes right out of the camera angle. It's right on the line. It was going to be fair. And Josh Holder got right under it to make the play. All right, here's Bob Gray again. Leading off. And that's a sweet, sweet swing to get the leadoff hitter on base. Here comes Duck. He's up. He's our 2 for 2 today. Trying to make it 3 for 3. Turns on one, but he got under it a little bit to end his day 2 for 3. Still solid outing. Ryan, another solid hit. I mean, he hit it hard. It's just when they're playing 5 infielders, there's not many holes there. And the first baseman makes a great pick there for the double play. We'll only play 7 innings, so this is top of 7. That's That's all we got. Joe, first out. Second out right to Blake. So this is the first time we've ever used this infield alignment with these four guys. So it worked out pretty good this game. Could have made it 3 for 3, perfect. Not kind of fucking rainbow the ball over there. So it ruined our perfect top of 7 with an error. But Joe picks me up with the next hitter to get the third out and the final 11-6. Good game.